Hi everybody, this is Michelle. This is my second video and just kind of wanted to touch bases on what happened with my first video. Um, when I talked about what happened to me when I was a child, as far as being violated by my uncle and my mom's cousin, pretty much everybody in the family found out at the same time because I figured I'm not going to be telling one person and having to go tell another person. So um, everybody found out through the video, including my mom, and she was very, very upset because she didn't understand why I never came to her about it. And I explained to her that the reason why I never came to her about it is because I was afraid and I didn't know, as a 6-year-old child, what to say. Um, so my oldest niece talked to her about it. They went through the video again. She kind of blamed herself and was scolding me because I didn't tell her. But after my niece talked to her, she understood exactly what happened to me, why I didn't say anything, and now everything is okay with us. And she understood exactly what happened. So now I'm just going to move forward with that, leave my past behind. Went to church this weekend, and the pastor was talking about being thankful for what we have, not what we don't have, because uh, you just sometimes people don't realize what they have. And I know I'm thankful for a lot of things that I have because I have a roof over my head, I have a car, I have 2 daughters who love me and I love them. The area that we live in isn't the best area. And I look around and I see a lot of homeless people and people who are just giving up on life, and I realize, wow, I do have a lot. I do have a lot to be thankful for, and I need to thank God every day of my life that I have what I do have. So with that, basically what I'm saying is I'm leaving my past behind me. I'm taking out the good stuff and locking that in my heart. All the bad stuff, I'm taking what I need to learn from it so I don't make the same mistakes again in my future. And the rest, I'm just throwing it in the trash because I no longer need it. I'm not there anymore. I'm not going to relive it. I'm done. And now it's time to move on. So with that, I decided I am going to go on the Atkins diet. It's the easiest diet for me. Um, I hate counting calories. I hate that stuff. It just portions and all that stuff. So with me, I pretty much know with the protein um, amounts. I know the carbs, how much I need for myself. I was on it before and I did lose weight, but unfortunately I didn't stay on it long enough. So this time I believe it's going to be a lot easier because both my daughters are also going to be on it. So it's going to be just a lot better. We're all going to start our own separate journeys, but we're going to be helping each other along the way and encouraging each other along the way. So it's going to be so much easier than anything I've done before. So with that, I also decided on the exercise plan I'm going to do. My daughter and I, we're going to start walking approximately about 2 miles a day. And then as that gets a little bit easier, we're going to start adding more distance to it, and the timing, all that also is important. My roommate, he has this all-in-one exercise, I don't know what you'd call it, equipment in the garage, so he's going to show us how to use that properly. And if that gets boring or we want something different, we found the Richard Simmons dancing to the oldies, so we're going to be doing that just for fun, just something to break up the monotony. My weight and my measurements, I wasn't going to put this on here because I figured it's really embarrassing. I didn't want to do it, but I thought, you know what, if I'm going to be open and honest, and I expect other people to be open and honest, then I'm putting it all out there. So you'll see it in the bottom with the information, and that should be pretty interesting to see what people say in the comments. Also, something that people forget to do when they're exercising is facial exercises. You're not only losing weight from the neck down, you're losing from all over, including your face. And in my family, we all have fat cheeks and double chins. So with that, I found some exercises that are really kind of embarrassing to do in front of people. So something like that I'll be doing on my own, not in front of my daughters, because I know they will be laughing at me. So with that, I know my youngest daughter asked me if I was going to be brave enough to be like the Biggest Losers, the people on there with the, the little sports bras and the tight pants just showing everything they have. Well, no, not me. I figured my weight and measurement were enough. I'm not going to scare people. So with that, I'm just going to leave that there. Some of the goals that I really wanted to do, why I'm doing this, and some of them might be superficial, but I miss crossing my legs. I used to love crossing my legs. You just look more like a lady. So that's one of the big things for me. Crossing my legs, wearing heels, buying clothes that I like, not clothes I buy because they fit. I'm tired. I want to go into a normal shop and buy normal size clothes. And, that's something that I really want to do. And some people may not think crossing your legs is a big deal, but for me, it is. Um, my life's goals. I want to become a more positive person. I'm tired of always being negative, and that comes with being depressed. And so that's something that I'm going to be working on myself is, getting out of my depression. Right now, like I said in the other video, that my husband died last year, and the grief process, there's no time limit on it. There's different stages. They give you different stages. Stage 1, you're in a fog and all this kind of stuff. And as you go through them, there is no time limit. I mean, I'm on a widow support group on Facebook, and there's people who have been widowed or widowers for 16 or 17 years, however long, and they are still going through the grieving process. Not because they haven't moved on. It's just some people can move on faster than others, and sometimes people think that I've moved on so quickly. No, I haven't. There's just some days where I may be at stage 5 or 10 or however many stages there are, and then the next second I'm back down to stage 1. So there's no formula, no perfect formula for grieving. It just happens, and things trigger it. A song can trigger it. A word, a picture, just anything. Anything can trigger it. And like I said, the grieving process, the depression, is really hard. It's really hard to come to terms with. But I'm doing better. Like I said, I'm gonna be a more positive person. Leave the past behind. You can never forget a person that you've been with, whether it was good relationship or not. It's you've learned something, and you move on. That's just the thing about it. You just move on. So with that, I just basically wanted to touch bases, like with my diet, with the issues that came up with the last video, and like I said, it was a hard thing for my family to deal with because they didn't know. But when they look back at my childhood and how I was a happy-go-lucky child from kindergarten and first grade to where I became a completely different person in second grade, it was somewhat a relief to find out what happened, why that happened, why I changed so much so dramatically. So now, like I said, they're all rallying behind me. They're all my cheerleaders. And in the process, I'm hoping that my videos will encourage some of my nieces who I know have depression and so on, and who don't love themselves and who are settling for second best in some of their relationships. My nieces are beautiful women. My daughters are beautiful women. And I just want them to realize their potential now and not wait till they're in their 40s. And so with that, I hope you continue to watch. If you're interested in makeup tips, I could tell you some of my stuff that I know. I have a friend who is an ambassador for a makeup company, and so if something I don't know about, I could contact him and probably give you his website or email. And like I said, any questions you have, anything you want to talk about, if you just need someone to talk about. Go ahead and message me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So like I said, I'm going to be posting my weight at the beginning of each month, and I'm going to be doing my weekly um, videos. I'll be doing videos weekly. That way, kind of keep tabs of how it's going and how I'm doing as far as my diet, my exercises, my depression, and how are things going, my job search, and things like that. So with that, I will see you next week. Bye.